Good afternoon, everybody. This is Catrina Reese with Catrina Reese LLC. How are you today? I pray blessings upon you. I pray peace upon you. I pray good things to you, with you, and upon you on this day. During my time of meditation, I started hearing the birds. Can you hear them? Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Can you hear them? And just as God loves the birds in the air, He loves us just as well. He's really been talking to me today in reference to relationships. I want to read something really quickly. It talks about, it's the definition of a relationship. Says the way in which two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. The state of being connected by blood or marriage. The way in which two or more people or groups regard and behave toward each other. It says an intimate relationship is an interpersonal relationship that involves physical or emotional intimacy. Although an intimate relationship is commonly a sexual relationship, it may also be a non-sexual relationship involving family, friends, and acquaintances. So you say, Catrina, why are you coming on talking about relationships? I was listening to a message by Pastor Bishop T.D. Jakes, and he was kind of leading into talking about relationships, our relationship with each other, our relationships with each other, our relationship with God. And then he flipped the script and he said a lot of us aren't in relationship with God. We're in religion with God. That literally blew me away. And you know what? He was so right. A lot of us are so in religion that we're not in relationship. We're not in an intimate place with God. We're not in a place where, just like I'm in front of this camera talking to you right now, we're not in a one-on-one relationship with God. We're not intimate with Him. We're not talking to Him face to face or spirit to spirit. We're just in religion. We're doing all the things that religion says that we're supposed to do, but we're missing the mark. God only wants an intimate relationship with you. Think about when He first made the Garden of Eden. And Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. And the only thing that He required for them to do was to meet with Him in the cool of the day. Just to sit and talk and see what was going on. You know, what's going on in your life today. And a lot of times we don't want to do that with God. We won't tell Him what's going on in our lives. But you know, He already knows. And so you say, well, He already knows what's going on in my life. But sometimes He just wants you to sit in the cool of the day and just share, release all the cares, burdens, and concerns that you have. A lot of people are going through financial struggles right now. A lot of people are going through health struggles right now. A lot of people are going through marriage struggles right now. A lot of people are having issues with their children, on their job, just in general. There's so much going on that's negative. And so, who better than the creator to go and sit down in the cool of the evening or the dawn of the morning and share your heart, your struggles, your concerns, your doubts. That's all he wants. He doesn't want your religion. He wants a relationship. So today, I challenge you. Just take one day at a time. Some of us, we have never been in a good relationship, whether it was with our parents, or with our children, with our spouses. But who better to go to and let him show you how to have a good relationship? You were created in his image and in his likeness. So who better to know you than he who created you? Some of you say, oh, I don't believe in God. I think there's a higher power. And that's great if you believe that. But who better than he who created the higher power, which he himself is the higher power, to go to? Whether you want to call him God or your higher power, whatever floats your boat. But as long as you establish a relationship, talk to him, and then sit still long enough to let him give you the answers that you need. A lot of times they may not be the answer that we want, but he knows what's best. Well, how do you know, Catrina? Because I'm sitting here telling you, because I know what he has done for me, how he has brought me out. And you know what? I'm so glad I don't look like what I've been through, because he's raised me. He's protected me. He's covered me. And he's allowed wonderful people in my life now to be a blessing to me and my family. So that's what I want to share with you today. Give him your heart, your mind, your soul. And you'll come out looking beautiful, being full of joy, being radiant, because that's what he can do for you. The enemy can only steal, kill, and destroy, and that is what his job is. And if you've been allowing him to steal, kill, and destroy, why not flip the script on him and give your life to Christ? Let him take over. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to be honest with you. Your flesh, your mind is going to go kicking and screaming. But when you realize that his only desire was to have an intimate relationship with you and to be able to sit with you in the cool of the day and just let him know your heart. Now, you're going to have to do your part. It's not always going to be sunshine and roses. It's going to be going into the deep places and allowing him to go into the deep places in your heart that needs to be cleaned out. We all got stuff. I got stuff. You got stuff. She got stuff. He got stuff. But don't be afraid to let him go in and cleanse you. Or at least begin to go in and get to the root of where all the pain and hurt and bitterness is. Aren't you tired of feeling that way? Aren't you tired of blaming everybody else for your issues and not being honest and saying, you know what? I caused this myself. It's hard to be honest with ourselves. And again, remember, he already knows you. He already knows you. But the end result that he seeks for you to see within yourself is a beautiful thing. Yes, people have taken advantage of you. Yes, people have called you everything but a child of God. Yes, you have done things to yourself that were, you didn't even want to share with anybody. The thoughts that you thought about yourself and the things that you did to yourself to harm yourself. And to say, you know, God doesn't love me. Oh, yes, he does. In our filthiness, in our dirtiness, he still loves us. There's nothing that we can do that will make him not love us other than denying him. But once you do receive him into your heart, do your part. Because the word says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Stop carrying all that weight of heaviness on you. Give it to God. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. And the reason why I know is because he first loved me. And once I made up in my mind that I was going to love myself just like he loves me, that's when things began to change. That's when joy came. That's when depression left. Oh yes, the enemy will always come and try to deceive you. But I'm here to remind you that God loves you. And I do too. So give your life to Christ today. You've tried everything else. Now try him. Oh, I hear you saying, Catrina, I tried him. He didn't understand me. But are you really, really sure you gave him the chance? I told you it's not going to be easy. But it is so worth it. I'm sitting here to tell you, in the deepest part of my heart, it is so worth it. Let God be God. He loves you so much. I know people have hurt you, disappointed you, abused you, mistreated you. But you know what? I believe in you. I know there's better. Give it another chance. Give him another chance. He's so wonderful. You may be mad at him right now because he didn't answer that prayer. But you know what? There's been a lot of times that he didn't answer some prayers for me. And as I think back about it, I'm so glad he didn't. Because I wouldn't be here with you today, sharing my heart and letting you know nothing that he allows in our lives is a mistake. Everything that he allows to happen, look back and see if you gave yourself a chance to learn what he wanted you to learn. There's a lesson in everything that God does. Nothing he does is wasteful. Even the cruelest things that has happened to us in our lives. There's nothing wasteful. That's the God we serve. He loves you. And again, know that I love you too. God bless you.